Hey up everyone, Magpie Gaming here, bringing you another Escape from Tarkov quest video. This time we're looking at revision part 1 for Peacekeeper. So for this quest you need to go to the reserve map and find and mark a load of tanks on that map. Now there are 3 different types of tank. There's the BMP-2, there's the LAV-3 and the T-90 tank, all differing sort of looks to them, but I'm just going to call them all tanks rather than going into saying BMP-2 and LAV-3 all the time. So I'll just, for the purposes of this video, just call them all tanks. So there are 7 in total that you have to find, and 5 of them need marking. So on the screen now is the map of reserve, and you can see the location marked in the red boxes of all 7 tanks that you have to find. Each one you must go up to discover it, and then what I will do is I will take away the 2 that don't need to be marked, and the 5 that are left are the ones that do need marking. So you will need MS-2000 markers from Prapor. You will need to go find these tanks and mark them. Now this one on the screen that is in the garage, you will need the RBST key for this. Now that key at the moment is very expensive at the time of me uploading this video. It's roughly 1.5 to 1.6 million just for this key. The reason for that is that there is some fairly decent loot behind this door sometimes, and it is needed for a couple of quests. So it's an expensive key, plus it's fairly rare. Now there's no one place that this key will spawn that you can pick it up. Literally you've just got to go through as many jackets as you can. It may be on some scavs now and again too, but definitely just check all of the jackets that you can in the game. You might get lucky and find it. The other thing that I could suggest is that if you can't currently afford it, you could maybe chance it that somebody else has opened it in the raid that you go in. So it's always worth checking the gate just to see if it has been unlocked, but if not, you are going to have to take the plunge and just buy the key. So now I'm going to go through each of the tanks that you have to mark. I'll show the areas that they're in and sort of maybe some of the dangers and things like that that are around them. So the first one is this one that is on top of one of the bunkers at sort of the bottom of the map. It's out in the open, but you do have a bit of cover. You're up on the bunker, but there's bushes around and things like that, so you're not too exposed to anything around you. Although do be wary of PMCs travelling through this area. Obviously it's backed up against the edge of the map, so people do travel down there, so you are a little bit exposed to them PMCs. If the raiders are in the bunker underneath, they can sometimes swarm on top of here, so do be wary of them, but they don't seem to do that too often. So this one's a fairly easy one to mark. The next one is in the White Horse building. This is fairly decent cover in here. You will have PMC traffic coming through. You do get scavs spawning here also, and you will also get scavs from out in the courtyard that may come in or may take pot shots at you from the other building opposite, which is Black Horse. So you've got to be careful in this one, but you've got a little bit more cover than you do with the previous tank. Moving on to the next one is the RBST one, where you will need that key to access it. Once you are in there, you've got pretty decent cover unless another PMC comes in or a scav comes up to the door. You're pretty safe in that one. Next one is the one just below the radar dome. It's pretty decent cover around this one, but you will get PMCs maybe up at the radar dome. You will be within their view, so you've got to be careful and wary of that. You do get the odd scav that will come up to the fence from the sort of gas tank area, so just be wary of that as well. And the last one that you've got to mark is here, sort of in the central bit at the bottom of the map. This is just on the other side of the wall from the scav friendly extract. Again, it's an open area, but you don't really get many scavs around here. You will just sort of get PMC traffic that's maybe coming through. And then you have the 2 on the other side of the wall. These ones don't need to be marked, they just need to be discovered. The one that's near the wall at the bottom, you are open view to the school in front, so you've got to be careful with that one. And then the other one is just out in the middle of the road, again very open, so do be wary when you do that one. But that is pretty much it for this quest, ladies and gentlemen. It is just marking those tanks. It took me a couple of raids to get this one done. I didn't get them all done in one go, so just be wary of how many markers you take. If you've got a gamma and you want to take 5 markers with you, then that's great, but if you can only maybe squeeze 2 in, then just take a couple at a time and just do it over a couple of raids. And that's pretty much it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. As always, thank you very much for watching and listening. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Stay safe, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.